Hey y'all, it's Kasia and today I'm going to show y'all how I did this side part closure sewing using Alipearl hair. I have worked with them numerous times, so y'all already know I'm going to leave everything in the description bar below for this install. So they sent me this cute little bag with the headband, wig cap, edge brush slash comb, eyelashes, care instructions, and then I got a 16-inch body wave 6x6 closure. It's a big closure, so you can do any type of parting with it, really long parting, big parting. It's basically better than a frontal, honestly. And then I got 316 body wave bundles. And so, yeah, I'm just going to get right into starting to braid my hair. I did bleach my knots off camera, so I just braided my hair down. I braid my hair the same way every time I do my weave, so I know y'all probably already used to this, but if you're not, I'm just parting my hair on the side where I want my part to be. It doesn't have to be a precise part of where you want your part to be, but you want that section to be as flat as possible. And then I'm going to be oiling my scalp. You can find my growth serum and oil on my website. However, what I have in this little container, I'm using, it was a mix that I made because I sold out of my dang on growth serum. Okay, y'all, so I just measured my head for my elastic band, and I'm going to be cutting it off. It's going to be fitted to my head, but it's not going to be tight because I don't want my head to hurt from the elastic band. So I'm just going to put the closure on my head and measure where I want my elastic band to sit, which is right behind my ear, and then I'm going to snip off that thick part of the closure on the side up until that part of where I want it to start at, or where I want the elastic band to be sewn on it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but I'm not going to cut it down as far on this side as I did on the other side. Okay, so now I'm just sewing it on, and I sewed it on off camera, but basically I'm just going to put the closure on my head and begin to pluck. I'm going to do a lot of plucking, y'all. The hairline of this closure was so full, and I need some new tweezers. So it really gave me the flux, honestly. Like, get y'all some good tweezers because this stressed me out. I ended up having to go back in after. But anyway, I'm just going to be slicking my edges down with some gel. You can use whatever kind of gel you like, you know what I'm saying. Blow dry it into place. Make sure, you don't have none of your hair sticking out because you're going to be doing the ball cap method. And so y'all probably have already seen me do this so many times. So if this is your first time, I'm still going to explain it. I'm just using some gel to adhere the cap to my head, and then I'm going to use some hairspray, which usually I use free spray, but I'm not today. I'm using some Tresemme holding spray. I like it actually a lot. And I'm just gonna let that dry. Well, I'm gonna blow dry it, and then I'm gonna cut off the excess cap and sew the cap onto my head. Okay, so I'm about to give y'all a key to success. When I cut off my cap followed the way that my hairline naturally goes. So what I'm going to do is use the edges of the cap to guide me in plucking out or pulling out hair that follows my hairline, if that makes sense. So how my hairline goes down right there and then dips back, I'm following my actual hairline, and I'm plucking it out on my closure so that my closure can mimic my real hairline. And then what I'm going to be doing now, well, what I am doing now is going in and thinning out that hairline with my tweezers. And as I mentioned before, my tweezers are terrible, so I did have to go back in after I finished this video and pluck a little bit more, but you kind of get the gist for the most part. Okay, so now I'm going to be sewing my closure on. I'm going to start in the back and I'm going to make a knot, and then I'm just going to kind of pull the closure flat to my scalp and sew it in place. And then once I'm done sewing down one side, I'm going to go right back to where I started at and sew down the other side. Okay, so now that I'm done sewing down my closure, I actually should have did this ahead of time, but I forgot, so I had to go back and do it. I'm just adding some makeup to my wig cap because it is not the color of my skin, and I'm just using some hairspray to make sure that the wig cap is really like melted into my skin. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using some, makeup that's my color. And once I'm done with that, I am going to begin to sew my hair in. And I really can't see it that well. I'm doing it mostly off feel. I look through my little mirror sometimes, but for the most part, I'm doing this off feel. But I am just gonna be going back and forth doing the flip over method, and I'm just flipping over the track at the end, sewing it back and forth until I finish with each bundle. I also put in 2 bundles of hair in my head. It's really personal preference how many bundles you put, but since the closure was so big and I only had 16 inches of hair, it made the bundles be a lot fuller. So I only ended up needing to do 2 full bundles. So if you like your hair fuller, that's fine, but it was really full. So yeah. Okay, so now that I'm done sewing in my hair, I'm just gonna show y'all like some parting. Y'all can part it anywhere you want, blah 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 blah. So after that, I'm going to be using my Bold Hold Active Lace Glue to glue my closure down, and I'm also going to be using some 91% alcohol. Okay, y'all, so I'm gluing my hair. I do 3 layers of glue. Well, I'm gluing my lace. I'm doing 3 layers of glue. I let it dry completely before I put on the next layer. So it'll be clear, and then you put on another layer, and you do that 3 times. And so this is where my dilemma came in. I thought that I was recording, and I wasn't recording. So what I did was I inserted footage from my last side part closure install, sew in, or whatever, just so y'all can see what I did, because I did the exact same thing. So I'm just basically pressing down the lace into the glue and combing it, and then I'm doing like jagged, like almost zigzag motions with my scissors to cut off the lace. I'm so sorry that I didn't get this footage, but this was the best that I can do instead of just leaving it completely all the way out. So I hope that helped y'all out. Sorry. But anyway, once I'm done with this little clip, I'm going to go back to me doing my hair, and I'm just going to be plucking some more, y'all. I plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked and plucked. But now at this point, I'm just going to be pulling out my baby hair and going ahead and cutting them and using some mousse to smooth them into place and set them. So the shorter you cut your baby hair, the more natural they're gonna look. You can always go back and cut them some more after, you've styled them, if you want them to be shorter or whatever. But yeah, I'm just gonna be using my little edge brush the comb side of my double-sided edge brush and comb to be slick my baby hair into place. And I am using, what kind of, I forgot what, oh, the Afro G mousse for this. You can just use any mousse that doesn't have alcohol in it, but I really like this one. I also like the Nairobi one too. So I'm just going to use a wrap strip to tie my hair down, and then I'm going to style it, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm taking off my wrap strip. This is how it looks right out of the wrap strip. I'm going to do a little bit of fixing up. Looks like it looks good. Honestly, I just felt like my on the side where I have my hair pushed behind my ear, I just felt like it was too full and thick, so I did go back and pluck that some more. But what I'm going to be doing is using wax stick and using that to flatten my closure, and I'm also going to be using some concealer that's the same color as my skin, and then using like a more fluffy brush to blend that concealer out, because I'm using like an angle brush to put the concealer on. Then I'm going to use a little bit more of that mousse to kind of like fix my baby hair how I want them to be. And this was pretty much it. I just, did my little final touch-ups with the hot comb and a little more of plucking, and then I used a small razor comb to put in a little bit of layers in the front. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Give it a like, thumbs up or whatever, comment, and if you are not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell. And I hope y'all enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have new videos coming soon. Bye.